welcome into another episode of Action Talk. I'm your host, Mark Saavedra, and I'm joined by my co-host, Thomas Shafer. December 1st means I finally get to rid myself of this disgusting no-shave November beard. I mean, this thing it's ghastly. I mean, it's just absolutely wretched. I can't believe this is on my face. It feels terrible in a mask. Thomas, I can't wait to take this thing off, man. You've done me dirty here.
I mean, I had a little like neck beard going on like Andrew Luck, so I had to clean it up a little bit for the podcast.
Yeah, I couldn't because, I'm doing this no-shave November thing. I'm humiliating myself. But next time you guys see me on air, I'm going to be clean-shaven. I'm going to look like a human being again. I mean, I still got this, like, Sasquatch hair going on. So, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm just a mess. I think I got to get some motivation. And what better to motivate me than some nice ATS picks, Thomas? Let's start us off in Tennessee, man. We've got the Cleveland Browns going to the Titans. Titans are 6-point favorites here. How are you feeling about this huge spread?
I got to roll with the Titans, man. You called them last week, beating the Colts on the road. But the Browns, they look bad against the Jags. They just were able to escape against Mike Lennon and James Robinson. Mike Lennon threw all over them. James Robinson ran all over them. And I don't think that the Browns are going to have success stopping Derrick Henry. He's another monster compared to James Robinson. And I think that they're going to be able to cover that spread pretty easily, honestly.
I got to fade you here. Although I do agree that they did look bad against Jacksonville. I don't know if this team's going to get blown out just because I originally thought so. I think I had seen the line open up like 3.5 somewhere. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I can roll with that. But as it's gone up, I've seen it climb up to 5, 5.5. Now it's 6. It's a lot of points to give up against a team that runs the ball so well. I mean, you have two dynamic backs. They can control the tempo just as well as Tennessee can. And, I think they can kind of match each other offensively because of that. And because, if Baker has a decent game, they get him rolling out on play action. We can see two similar scripts on offense on both sides of the ball. So it's going to be hard to say that the Titans cover 6 here. So I'm definitely rolling with Titans money line everywhere, slamming that. Titans are going to win this game. 6 is just a little too much for me.
I just think, Derrick Henry should be like considered an MVP right now. So he's on pace for over 1,700 yards rushing, over 18 touchdowns. And hey, if he somehow is able to average over 170 yards a game, he'll be able to break Eric Dickerson's rushing record, which I know it's a little crazy to say 170 yards, but this guy is capable of rushing for over 200 yards. He's got these matchups against the Jags coming up, some really bad rush defenses, and he might be able to do that. So I got to go with the guy that should be in the MVP front runner, in my opinion. Even though Patrick Mahomes is having an insane season, this guy is literally carrying the team. He's rushing incredible. He's on pace for crazy numbers. And I just think 6 is low enough for me to take against the spread. And I grabbed Derrick Henry to win the MVP 40-1 odds back in October. So that's why I'm on here. Our followers have no MVP votes, but, I'm on here begging and pleading for this guy to be in a real conversation to win MVP.
Well, first week of December every year is when that conversation starts. So by Wednesday, Thursday, you'll probably be sick of how many times ESPN is talking about it. But this is the week, so don't worry. People are going to start remembering who Derrick Henry is and how important he is, and that, like you've been saying the whole season, and for some reason I doubted you, he is the best running back in the NFL. Although I still kind of want to lean towards Dalvin Cook, but Derrick Henry is the best running back in the NFL. But like I said, both teams run the ball very, very well. I think that's going to be a huge part of both offenses' game plans. So I got to go with that +6 here. Although I'm saying it's going to be a run-heavy game and possession battle and whatnot, kind of want to take that over just because I don't trust either one of these defenses. But not touching that. Not a totals guy. Much better against the spread and straight up, so don't listen to that. On to the next game. We're going from Tennessee down to Atlanta for a beautiful divisional matchup between the Saints and the Falcons. Would have been a little bit better if Drew Brees was around, but we've got Taysom Hill at quarterback. Thomas, Saints are favored by 3 points against this iffy Falcons team. How are you feeling about this one?
I'm laying the small number and going with the Saints. I think that people are going to overreact about the Falcons blowing out the Raiders. Derek Carr had a really bad game. They had 5 total turnovers. They were like 3 of 12 on third downs, which is incredibly bad. And I think that little overreaction, I'm going to take the low spread with the Saints. Derek Carr just had a newborn baby girl, and maybe his mind was in another place that game. Maybe his thoughts were with his wife. He didn't know what was going on, and I don't think that the Saints have any like babies due anytime soon. So the only thing I can expect is the Saints to win and cover this game.
I got to fade you here. Like we always say on the podcast, we love home underdogs. And let's just remember here, guys, Dan Quinn is no longer in the building. So there's a chance. This is actually a bet I'm going to sprinkle that money line in, but I'm going with just a +3 here. Just because so many times I like underdogs that bet on the money line, they cover the damn spread. So I'm going to go with the +3 here, small spread, although I think the Falcons win outright. Look, we saw the Saints put up 30-some-odd points against the Broncos, right? And that took a while. Seemed that they kind of struggled. And yes, the Broncos do have a better defense than the Falcons, but they also had no opposing offense. Like the Broncos defense was out there all the time, exhausted. So if they have someone on the other side of the ball who's able to challenge their defense and put up points similar to how they can, I don't know if Taysom Hill's going to be able to keep up with Matt Ryan in that offense. So I think I got to go with Matt Ryan here. Well, not I think. I already gave my pick. I'm going with Matt Ryan here. I think this is going to be an offense that, like I said, is going to challenge the Saints defense, and it's going to be very challenging to try and run your way to victory against this Falcons team. So got to go with the Falcons +3.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered, any quarterback out there for the Broncos that they were going to lose to the Saints. I don't know if they would have covered if they had Drew Lock out there, but they have a better defense than the Falcons. That's why I'm not going to be concerned about the 3 points. And we saw this matchup a couple weeks ago, and this Taysom Hill looked fine. I mean, he's not great, but he's a little bit better than my boy Tim Tebow was back in the day. And how they won games, they're playing great defense and him not turning the ball over and running the football. And I don't think he's going to have any issue with the Falcons this week running the football. And he could make some throws. And actually, Michael Thomas had the best game of his season against the Falcons a couple weeks ago. So I'm not concerned about that. I know we got to disagree sometimes. We can't always be, we can't always just be friendly and, that's no fun.
Family. It's a slimy business. You got to be dirty and hate each other and whatnot. And sometimes you got to smack a guy's head through a window so that he understands you were laying the points and not taking them. But if you guys follow us on Twitter, you would have gotten that reference. If you don't, now's a good time. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Action Talk Bets. But enough of that. Enough about this game. I'm not feeling this matchup that much. I kind of want to look elsewhere where we've got a great NFC West matchup. We've got Sean McVay coming off a loss, a very painful loss, and he's going to Arizona as a 3-point favorite. Which way are you going here, Thomas?
If it wasn't for that Hail Mary a couple weeks ago with Murray and Hopkins, play of the year, this team would be limping in on a 4-game losing streak. And I have to go with the Rams and lay the 3 points. It's another small spread, but I'm not concerned about Jared Goff. That's just who he is. He'll have his highs and his lows, and when his lows are lows, they're low, and that's what it was on Sunday. But I'm worried that Kyler Murray is going to be able to, if he's not going to be able to do anything with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey coming to town, little Kyler might be in for a long day.
I think little Kyler is definitely going to be in for a long day. So I'm with you here. I like the Rams, but I don't like small spreads when it comes to favorites. So I'm just going to take the money line, -155. I'll take that $45 difference, whatever it is, just because I think the Rams are going to cover. I think the Rams are going to probably win this by double digits. I think it's going to be a comfortable win for the Rams because McVay owns this division outside of Kyle Shanahan, who is arguably the best coach in the NFL, I'd say. he owns his division. And I think after this painful loss, he's going to bounce back. He's going to cover the spread. But like I said, I'm rolling with the money line. Thomas, don't look at me like that, man. Kyle Shanahan's the top 3 coach in the NFL. I said arguably
Uh,
the best. I mean,
yeah, I don't. I would take like probably 5 coaches over him, but I mean he's got good run schemes and everything. But I'm okay. Yeah.
that's a whole other conversation because this
Yeah,
guy's
I
over
mean,
20 minutes.
here, just a quick one, just a quick one. He was the offensive coordinator when the Falcons lost the Super
Moving
Bowl,
on.
and
Moving
he was
on.
also the head coach when they blew the lead against the Chiefs. So whatever, he's good at run scheming random running backs. So just like his dad was, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Moving on from the head coach conversation, still staying with Shanahan. Anyway, so yeah, speaking about these great coaches that went on in the NFL, McVay owns his division, loves playing against everyone except the Niners. So rolling with the money line. Tom's going with the -3 consensus pick. Rams money line. Go ahead and slam it. And Thomas, speaking about Kyle Shanahan, he's got himself a primetime game where, man, they pull up an upset last week against the Rams, and now I think they have a chance to be repeat upsetters, if you will. Bills going into Arizona to face the San Francisco 49ers because Santa Clara sucks. As 2.5-point favorites, gave you my pick. I got the Niners winning this one outright. I love Kyle Shanahan. I think he's one of the best coaches in the NFL, like I already said. And I think he beats his Buffalo Bills team. That's a fake tough guy.
Yeah, I like Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs to take care of the 49ers. You know, their county in California didn't even want them playing this game, so they got to go all the way to Arizona. You know, they're getting some practice time in though, so it's not a complete like screw up. But I don't know. That just seems weird to me that they're not they shouldn't win this game. Whenever a game is moved out of the state, like I know I'm always going to go back to wrong shoulder over the Vikings. You know, my history knowledge with the Vikings. Like, well, once when the stadium collapsed and they had to go play in Detroit, they lost to the Giants, and it was an awful game. So whenever games move, I just think that it's weird and it throws everybody off. And the Bills are a really good football team. They've got to stay ahead of the Miami Dolphins in the AFC East to get their first division championship since 1995. I don't even think you were born then. So, you know, I got to go with Diggs and my guy, Josh Allen.
Well, here's the thing, Thomas. The Niners have been actually pretty bad at home this season, so I think a game outside of San Francisco actually benefits them. So I think that whole situation doesn't really matter. We saw them, you know, they got the news on their bus ride into the game to face the Raiders, and I'm sorry, not the Raiders, goodness, the Rams. I'm all over the place. And they not absolutely dogged them, but I mean, they played some gritty football and they won that damn game. They played better football all around for all 60 minutes. So I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like this team's going to be fazed by little BS relocating and all those little shenanigans that the league and California and whatever else can throw at them and injuries. This is a resilient football team. This is a tough team. And like I said, I think the Bills are a fake tough guy. Don't believe in this Bills team at all. Hate betting on them, hate backing them, and it's a team that I love to fade. I think this is a game where Josh Allen has a stinker. Definitely taking the under on his pass yard prop and taking the Niners money line.
I think you're just a little hurt because you took the Chargers last week and they screwed up. They couldn't even cover the spread at the end of the game. They were right on the goal line, and your boy Anthony Lynn just hands it off with 30 seconds ticking and ticking and ticking. And I know you were going crazy.
Yeah, I was going.
But I feel like that's more of the reason why you're not going to bet on the Bills, because you're mad at them for covering that game. And hey, this team should be freaking 9-2 without that Hail Mary. So I don't know what you're doing fading the Bills, man. I got to go with them.
Well, that's enough of that. I'm fading them because I don't like backing fake tough guys. But my best bet of the week. Been pretty hot this season with these. Unfortunately, I already previewed it, but got to go with that Rams money line. How can you not love this bet? Like I said, McVay owns the division, coming off a really painful loss against a divisional opponent. He knows how important this game is for playoff implications to possibly win the division. So this is going to be a huge game for the Rams. I think they get up for it. I think the Cardinals are another team to fake tough guy. And like Thomas said, should be on a 4-game losing streak right now if it weren't for that little Hail Murray. So Going with my best bet as the Los Angeles Rams money line.
So last week I gave out my best bet, my favorite underdog, and they both cashed. So you might want to listen to this. I got the Patriots. I'm backing again this week is my best bet. I called them as my favorite underdog last week. I just don't see how you can bet. Anybody can bet on Anthony Lynn over Bill Belichick. How is Anthony Lynn going to outcoach the greatest coach in NFL history? He's just not gonna. It's not going to happen. This guy does stupid things every weekend that I watch him. And last week, it was the whole thing with the Hail Mary and then running the ball with a running clock. Like, that was inexcusable. That's just one of the many things that he's done terrible. I think Cam Newton will do enough to win this game and cover the -1 or money line, whatever you want to say. I'll do -1. That's fine. Get, like, what extra 10 points or whatever. But, yeah, Patriots for sure.
Couple things there really quick. One, love this pick. Two, rookie quarterback against Bill Belichick. Slam Bill Belichick. Three, Anthony Lynn should be fired just for the way he handled the final minutes, seconds, whatever. That was inexcusable.
That's
that
every
was
week.
pathetic. I mean, he needs to be fired and done away with. If not, they're going to waste Justin Herbert's years. So that's enough of that. My favorite underdog. And this is a miserable matchup, but we're going with the lovable losers and the Detroit Lions. Matt Patricia's gone. They're freed of the shackles of that wretched man. And now I'm rolling with them. I like that +150. The Bears are absolute dog shit, and I don't trust the Bears in any way, shape, or form. I thought Trubisky would be able to come in and cover against the Packers. Oh, boy, no. I thought he could, provide some sort of life for this offense. Oh, God, no. So I'm fading the Bears. Love fading the Bears. Rolling with this +150, Detroit Lions. Let's get it.
So, like I said before, my favorite underdog cash last week. I've been pretty freaking good betting these, but feeling a little risky this week. I didn't really like a lot of the underdog matchups, so I got to go with the New York Jets getting their first win of the season. Adam Gase has to win one game, right, out of 16. We're not going to see the second 0-16 team in NFL history, are we? It could happen, but I'm really liking this +290 over the Raiders going into New Jersey. Technically, they play in. It's going to be cold and it's going to be raining. I looked up the weather. Don't worry about it. I looked at the 5-day forecast to make sure that this bet was all right, and I got to go with the Jets as my favorite underdog. Please, for the love of God, Adam Gase, win a game.
Well, I'm absolutely fading you there. I'm going with the Raiders -8, and I'm taking the under in that one because of the weather. Don't know how you can back the Jets, and I don't think has to get one. It's Adam Gase.
I'm trying to imitate his eyes. I don't even think I can do it.
You need a lot of crystal meth and a lot of Red Bull mixed together, man, and not even that is going to do it. That guy is something else. I don't understand with the way that he is in these post-game interviews. Like, how does he still have a job? He looks like a child trying to, defend himself and lie and cover up. But whatever. Enough about Adam Gase. I think we have, 4 things we need to dive into, just, touching upon topics here. We need to have, 4 other podcasts here and go on for an hour. But we'll talk about that later. I think we need to make some more money. So I'm going to give you guys a beautiful 6-team teaser. Unfortunately, one of the lines is not up at the moment, so I can't give you what it is. I think if I had to say, I think Seahawks are going to open at 11-point favorite, 11.5, maybe more. I don't see how they can't against the Giants, but I'm going to tease the Seahawks down. I'm going to tease the Lions to +9, Broncos, Falcons, Dolphins, Raiders. I mean, this is beautiful. 6 teams, +600. Throwing some big money on this one. Feeling really confident. Thomas, let's hear your parlay.
So like I said before, where Mark agreed, I like the Patriots against the spread -1. I really like the under in the Vikings-Jags game. I don't know how this is set at 52. I don't see this being a shootout like people are thinking. This could be a 30-17 game, in my opinion, and it would easily get the under there. And then I really like the Titans -6. Mark disagrees, which it's okay. If you want to slide them in or you want to take them out, that's fine with me. 2-teamers work great too. But if you put $10 on this, you win $62. And if you're feeling a little skeptical of that money line, like Mark, or not the money line, the spread that like Mark is, go money line, and this $10 bet pays out $39. So what can you say? I'm a little greedy, and I like the against the spread. I want extra money, and you know how that is.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like whenever I get burned, it's just being greedy on a parlay and throwing it. Like I told you, I had a UEFA parlay, UEFA, whatever the hell. Threw in a minus 550. Why did I do that? It was the only leg that didn't hit. Don't be stupid. Don't be greedy. If you don't like it, don't bet on it. 2 legs and hitting is much better than 3 legs. Oh, I got 2 out of 3. Enough of that crap. It's allocate your money properly, okay? We say it every damn week. Allocate your money properly. You're investing in these teams. Don't buy stock in bad teams. So, if you guys want to allocate your money properly and get one of these fine t-shirts, be sure to hit us up in the comments below. We'll send you a link to where you guys can purchase some of these beauties. Definitely going to be printing out a couple more of these. Going to be posting them out on our social media pages. So be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Action Talk Bets. And please, please be sure to like and subscribe below for more winning picks.